Evening. Evening. Maybe not a good evening, Gooners. Yeah, welcome to the show. We got some music to play to
Good
lighten the
evening.
mood. We're gonna light the candle as well.
Yeah, here we go.
yeah. Yeah. Geez. Quite a lot to talk about tonight. First of all, just a FYI, we are live, not on Facebook tonight, but on our YouTube channel. We're just trying something different, see if we can get a greater reach. So just remember to subscribe to our channel. It's Arsenal Cape Town, easy to remember. Please support. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends about it. The more the merrier. And hopefully we can even have some prizes for those that even subscribe to the channel. So yeah, welcome everyone. Morgan, how are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. Just coming off a bout of flu, so I wasn't sure whether the game was really happening or whether it was what I saw was just the result of some of bad flu. It turned out it was all real, though. It was all
Yeah,
real.
yeah, unfortunately. Jerry the Gooner. Is it a stupid question to ask you how you doing?
Yeah, it does affect you. It does affect you. Somehow, the Saturday night wasn't so good, and then you gotta, you know, take the banter, take the punches, after you think that your team is all that, um, and they're waiting in the wings. Those Spurs and
oh
United
my.
won, so now they're waiting for the cookie to crumble now.
What is worse? I mean, a good point. I mean, what is worse? The opposition fans having a go at us, or our actual game? I mean, honestly, because I was getting
No, obviously,
hammered all weekend. Yes.
no. It's our game. It's our game, and um, how it's gonna affect our momentum. How is it gonna affect, especially with these games coming up now with Chelsea and Newcastle and Liverpool. So yeah, it's a bit of a concern, but we we've only lost one game in I think it's two this year. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, for an Arsenal fan, it couldn't get any worse. I mean, Liverpool won, United won, City won with a last minute goal at the end there. Spurs won. Oh my goodness. I mean, it doesn't get much worse than that. So we had to, especially with the game coming up over this weekend, there's a lot of talk and build up, these, and then we go and do that to Bournemouth as kind of rub salt into the wounds here. But
Mm.
yeah, there's so much to talk about. Maybe let's just have a look at while we were talking about other results. Maybe Morgan, let's get that slide up of the weekend's results because there's
You
no
wanted me to,
there's
right?
no there's no way to get around this. So we just got to get stuck into it. Doesn't
Here we
make for
go. I'm just slowly
pleasant
working
reading.
up the courage to
Okay,
show it.
there we go. Yeah, I know it's a difficult one. Okay, let's just move past our one because we'll get there. Great comeback by Leicester City. I don't know if you guys saw that they were 2-0 down and then they managed to come back and then I think they had a late winner as well, Jamie Vardy. Aston Villa is doing well. Una Emery, they won away to Fulham. They were 1-0 down, I believe, in that game. And they
Arsenal
bounced
B
back.
couldn't do it for us. Arsenal B couldn't
Uh,
help us.
no, they haven't done
Mm.
a favor yet. They haven't done
No.
us a favor. With our luck, they'll probably beat Arsenal. But let's not go there. Um, yeah, no, Villa's now joined. We'll go to the log soon. Villa's joined with us in the top four. United, a little comeback there, but still, yeah, they're pretty poor to be honest. Newcastle losing at home to Brighton. Brighton's a quality team.
They're
There were a
looking
couple of
bright.
big,
They're looking bright.
yeah, they a quality team, and yeah, they're gonna take points off a lot of top teams. So
Mm.
hopefully they can do us a favor in the future.
No.
Against City and
When when we
Liverpool.
played them, I knew that Brighton is not a bad team. I mean, it was the that was I think it was the Rice red card, but I could see that they definitely got something there. They were not a walkover team.
This is supposed to have been Newcastle's season where all the money that they've spent is coming to fruition this season, but doesn't look to be it yet.
Still early
Yeah,
days.
yeah. Well, fairly early. We're almost in November now. Yeah, City. Unfortunately, I mean, I just had a bad feeling that they're gonna get the goal at the
Oh,
end. I
Yeah,
didn't see it.
yeah.
I heard about it because I stopped watching. But Jeremy, I don't know if you saw it. Did you want to just?
no, no. What was on at the time? Something was on at the time. Yeah, no. I knew that they're
Netflix.
gonna score.
Yeah.
No, no,
Uh,
no.
uh,
Oh, yeah, no. No, no, no. South Africa, the women's cricket team was playing, so I watched that game.
Ah, okay.
okay. All right. Did they win? But they probably lost again. No?
They lost. They lost.
Yeah, South Africa and cricket just, I mean, jeepers.
Yeah,
They don't ask him for the lotto numbers because they're not going to have it. Gavin, are
yeah.
you with us? How's it?
Okay, but
Gavin, can you hear us?
I don't think you can.
Hello, Gavin. I could.
Can you hear us, Gavin? Okay, I think you're on mute, Gavin. No, you're on mute?
No, we just had to flip the
Oh, okay.
camera.
Hi, Gavin. Gavin
Pardon.
Fabry, sorry, saying hi in the comments. Sorry. Yeah, we will be, so yeah, we
We've
were just
lost
going
Gavin.
through, okay. Yeah, we were just going through the
Wolfie's
results.
joining us slowly.
Yeah, okay.
Let me go
Uh,
back to the results though for the
yep,
time being.
so, yeah, City with the last minute winner, and that really just made that loss on Saturday even more
Did you
painful. And yeah,
did you watch the Liverpool game?
I watched the Liverpool Chelsea game.
How's Wolfie?
Wolfie is always late as per
Good
normal.
evening, gentlemen.
Um,
No
Mitchell's
apologies.
playing time. Mitchell's playing time at its best.
Mrs. Playtime is 5 minutes behind.
It's
You
fine.
had
The
to go find.
7
yeah,
You
minutes.
had to go find the cap first. You had to go find the sexy cap first.
yeah. Okay, we're
How's the
just
lads
talking
doing?
about. Oh well,
Nando.
I don't know. We'll let you know in an hour. So we're just quickly going through the results. Yeah, our rivals on Sunday, unfortunately, both of them won. Salt in the wounds for us. If it wasn't bad enough, that just rounded off the weekend's really bad run of results. Even Spurs won. Yeah, we're gonna get. I mean, let's maybe go on to let's just see what the league table looks like. What does it all mean now? Doesn't look good, so try and be brave, guys, and keep your eyes open. So we're still third. However, we are now joined in that top four by Aston Villa. They joined with us. Spurs have climbed. Brighton have climbed. So yeah, we got our first loss of the season. So there goes those chances. We 3 points behind City and four behind Liverpool. Something I didn't realize was when you look at the goals conceded, we've conceded, I think that's 8 there showing. Spurs have conceded 9, and we were making fun of them not too long ago. That's pretty. It doesn't sound right there. That sounds a bit scary. I mean, the fact that we only won less than Spurs. Yeah, I mean, so early in the season, what do you guys think? I mean, do we hit the panic button now or later?
Not yet. Not yet. Panic buttons yet. Not yet.
We're still third, and it's only after 8 games. Not even a what's that? Less than a quarter of the season.
30 to go still.
Quick
Yeah.
question. Okay, quick question. Maybe let me phrase it another way. Wolfie, Jeremy, what do you Sunday? Big game. I know I'm jumping here and we will get to this in terms of predictions and our thoughts on it, but is it a must win game? Just looking at it now. Is it a must win game or is it a must not lose game?
We can't. We're not. We have to win it. We can't be 7. We can't lose the game. Then we're going to be 7 point behind, and then the fans start getting a bit restless, and you know what that happens. But I don't think we'll lose. We won't lose the game.
Wolfie, what do you think?
Look, it's look from a Liverpool point of view, it's an ideal time to play Arsenal. We got so many injuries to key players. They will be up for the challenge. They know if they win, they can shoot further. We under pressure to get a result. We can't afford to drop points in the second week running. It's difficult. It's difficult because we don't have our captain. Question marks over Saka. Now Saliba's gone. Going into this game, we're definite underdogs. Liverpool will have a fully strength team. They just came away with a victory against Chelsea. So yeah, we're definite underdogs. It's a must-win game.
Do you
Wow,
think that
that's yeah.
ahead of these injuries and the red card, we were the favorites? We would still have been the favorites?
Yeah,
Look, ask
I think
yourself
so.
one question: have Arsenal been playing well? Ask yourself that question. Has Arsenal been playing well? Have we been firing on all cylinders? Simple question.
Are you
What
looking?
makes us underdogs?
Was it a
This
rhetorical
is our
question, or
third.
did you want an answer?
I was
This
about
is
to
our
say the
third
same
red card. This is our third red card.
thing.
It is
Third,
that is
we've
worrying. The
been
third
down
red
to
card.
10 men in 8 games. Is
Yeah,
3 times of the 8 games we've been down to 10 men. We haven't been
and
playing well. We've been
It's cost us
conceding
10
goals.
points.
It's
That's cost us
it's a
10
lot.
points.
It's
So
a lot
Stopping
down to the
also.
manager. It's a lot down to the players. It's
Wolfie, can
we
I
can't
make
be
an argument?
underdogs.
Can I make an argument? I think we were perfectly competent. Honestly, I wasn't panicking because we started the same slow way last season, and the second half of the season we kicked into gear. So I'm not too panicked about that. I'm also, but if I say that of the 8 goals we've conceded, what's it, 4 of those goals, half of those goals came in the 3 games where we were down to 10 men, and we went down to 10 men sort of late in the game. We always seem to have, when we lose a guy, we lose them early, so we have a whole bunch of game left. So half the goals we've conceded came in those 3 games. I'm not, so if I say I'm not panicked about that, I'm not too worried about the fact that we concede the goal again, knowing that, yeah. So
You
And
know
yeah,
why
that's
I'm
my
worried.
answer.
You
sorry,
know why I'm worried.
a big factor is also that we've played. We've had a very tough fixture list. We've played a lot of tough teams away. Spurs away, City away, Villa away. So our fixtures has been tough compared to seasons before.
Do you think the red card, what Wolfie mentioned now, is right? There's a lot of red cards in the first 8 games. Do you, with all this talk about dark arts and whatever, do you think that is maybe having it's coming back to bite us, or do you think it's something else?
No, no,
It's a combination
I
of
don't
many
think so.
things. It is a combination of many things. And look, we can say we've been unlucky with a few of the red cards, but if you look down at the weekend and we look at Saliba, I mean, that for me, that's very, very amateur to pull a guy behind. And look, he knows he can recover. He could have recovered. If he didn't
Yeah,
pull the guy, he would have recovered because he's one of the fastest defenders in the league. There's many things that could have still happened. That guy's not even fast, that Brazilian guy. So it's very, very, you can say inexperienced, it's a bit amateur to do. So it's a silly thing to do, knowing that you're the last guy. He knows he's the last guy. And this is not the last 5 minutes of the game. Uh, it's in the first half.
Okay, so
Yes,
to be
But
clear,
it was a mistake.
your
But
answer is
Wolfie,
it's a genuine red card. That is a
so
red card.
it's a
It's a red
straightforward
card.
red.
now it's a
Okay,
red card.
it's a red.
It's a red
Okay.
card.
But
Definite red card.
Some Arsenal
if
fans
you
are saying
if
maybe that you could have had a recovery run with Ben White, but
Of course.
and that it's maybe not a red, it's maybe
He's
just a
the last
yellow.
guy at the end of the day. He's the
So
last
if
guy. It's a red card.
if if I must put the blame on that red card, right? I will give 60% of the blame to Trossard and 40% of the blame to Saliba, because that pass to Saliba with such a high line it's a ridiculous, crazy pass. I mean, that has to be a factor. There's no way that Martinelli would have passed that ball the way he did. It was a crazy, stupid pass that he actually made. And he's also cost us in that game with City as well. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Trossard at the moment. I'm not very happy with him.
That's true. Because it's not just Saliba that messed up there. There's another culprit,
Mm.
Trossard, who's cost us again, to be honest.
But
Anyway,
we gotta
yeah, go for it.
look at the whole game, the context of the whole game. We look at, if forget about the red card. The red card, we're down to 10 men. If Martinelli scores, takes his chance,
Sure.
we will
Yes.
win. We win the game. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Football is about fine margins. He missed the chance,
That was our best chance.
and
of the
Bournemouth
game.
came back. Bournemouth came back. They took their chance, and the game was over.
Wolfie,
If
Gavin
we
saying,
took our chance, we would have won that game. I'm telling you now.
coming back to the red card discussion, Gavin Fabry saying, he's quite adamant that should not have been a red because it was,
No, that
on
was
the
a red.
halfway line there.
There was no
So
one
what
in
do you
front
guys,
of him.
do you think that's a fact?
There has been
Take into
there has been a lot
consideration
of
the
debate. There are a
Yeah.
lot of former refs was saying no, it's not a red card, and then there was
because
also
it's so
again,
far out. I mean, do you guys
as
think that?
happens as always happens to Arsenal,
Yeah,
a similar
Mm.
incident plays out on the same day or within a day,
That's true.
and then it's not a red card, and then poor Arsenal fans do feel hard done by, and maybe justifiably so.
There was no one in front of me. That was a red, man. And yeah. I don't want to make it a ref thing. It was a red.
Well, the funny thing is that the ref actually gave a yellow, and I thought we might be getting away with something, but
And
you
then-
can't actually blame the ref.
Do you think that the VAR, the moment the VAR tells you you can go and please go take a look at the monitor, isn't that becoming almost a sort of a decree? It's kind of telling the ref you better change
That's
your
already-
decision. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
This
it
point
was
is
a
him
red.
going on.
I don't think it was a red. I think he could have gotten away with saying, you know what, I can see it's the last man, but it's a long way to go, and there's another guy on the side. I can see how he could easily have just stuck with his guns. But I'm getting a feeling though that the more and more the
Yeah,
VAR
that
tell
is
the
true.
ref, they
That is
never
true.
they never
That is
stick
true.
with the online decision. They go to the monitor and it feels like 100% of the time they change their decisions.
Hmm.
And I have a
Yeah.
feeling you changed it more because of you was told to go to the monitor, or because he actually felt it was a red card, a foul.
Yeah,
How
I
would
think-
Weber
yeah.
look like he made that decision?
Yeah.
But
He
but
watched
guys,
the decision.
but I want to go a bit deeper into that game on Saturday.
Yeah, no, we'll get there. We'll definitely get there.
Okay.
I just want to do like with that mistake we made. Okay, I'll get you guys vote. Seems like you guys are all saying straight red. Okay, maybe one or two in the comments are saying okay, there's might be other factors to consider. To maybe change it to an orange card, if not red. But yeah, look, I mean, it's one of those things you kind of hope didn't happen, and I think Jeremy's got a good point that Trossard also needs a mention there. It's a bit of a hospital pass here. But yeah, hopefully
Mistakes will happen. Mistakes will happen.
will-
I
One
just think that,
mistake.
I do agree with Wolfie though that we've been part of our own problem. We've given the refs these kind of opportunities, and that
Yeah.
Saliba, whom I adore and love as a player, should not have done what he did. He could have chased the guy down. He could have,
Yeah. And none of the raids,
A lot of,
the three raids were
you know,
aggressive. Wasn't aggressive. It wasn't
Yeah.
dirty play or
Yeah.
anything like that. So that's not
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a good point because I think he then only gets. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I think he only misses 2 games, isn't it? Is it 2 games? he
One.
One
misses?
game.
No one.
Was it-
It's one
Is it
game.
one?
One game.
One game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
And
it
it's-
wasn't.
and they're
It
still
wasn't.
appealing
It
it.
wasn't dangerous play. It
It's
wasn't
a
Okay.
pity
No
we didn't
violent
have
play.
conduct.
It's
No
a pity we
violent
didn't
conduct.
have a League Cup. We didn't have a Carabao
Yeah.
game in the week.
Yeah.
Then we would have been fine.
Uh,
I think
that's
even an
actually
FA
after the
Cup
Liverpool
game.
game. Funny enough.
So can he
even-
play against
It's a long
Shakhtar?
time.
So can he play against
Yes.
Shakhtar tomorrow? Okay.
Yes,
I think he can. Yeah, he can. Yeah.
he just couldn't have
Yeah,
played. in a
that's your
Carabao
wafer. That's your
game.
wafer.
And I
Yeah.
don't think he could have played if you had either an FA Cup game or a Carabao game, he'd have been fine for
You could have
Liverpool.
made it. You'd have been okay. Yeah.
All right, guys. I think let's we can't duck this whole night. We need to get stuck into Bournemouth the Bournemouth game. So let's I think let's maybe get stuck into the player ratings. Okay, we do have one. We were waiting on Gavin, so I'm not sure if Gavin's gonna join us
Gavin is
again.
still not.
Gavin
Yeah, I
Meiring.
think
Yeah.
Gavin.
Yeah, but I think let's just continue. So maybe are we gonna do this, Morgan, or one of us gonna take over from Gavin's spot?
You can. I'm because I have
Oh,
to
okay.
type. I'm gonna just check with
Just put the
Gavin.
slide. Just put the slide on again, please, man. We can't see
Oh,
it.
sorry, I've got the wrong screen here.
Yeah.
Sorry. There we go.
Okay, so who's going first here? I can't see the. Oh my word! A goalkeeper.
That's
Is that
Wolfie.
Wolfie? Wolfie.
That's Wolfie.
Okay.
David
Sure.
Raya.
Goalkeeper. Luke. Goalkeeper gets for me a 4.5. 4.5. He conceded 2 goals. He was very. He actually gave a silly pass, which they could have also scored in the first half.
Yeah. Yes,
He was. It was a silly pass. It reminded me of Ramsdale in that first half. He wasn't his usual self.
Wolfie.
What?
This
He wasn't his
man
usual
with a
self.
gun.
He wasn't his usual self throughout the game. Also with the penalty. Look, it was another poor back pass. But I still believe he wasn't at his best. The Raya that we know, and he conceded 2 goals. Like 4.5. That's it. Can't go higher.
I see he proposes so this week to his girlfriend, so that probably
His
had an
mind was
effect
on
on
his
him.
was on the woman. So there we go. 4.5.
So women are to blame again. Okay, shame man.
Yeah.
Don't be like that, guys. Man.
Once
Don't be like
again.
that. Don't be like that. I
What?
mean that they ate the apple and then I was like, oh no. So yeah,
That
is
is
it
his
me
history.
next? Okay, is it me next?
Yeah,
Is it
you're
Ben
gonna
White?
do white. You're gonna do Ben
Okay.
White. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, first half was okay-ish, but in the second half, I think Bournemouth swapped wingers, and I can't get to the guy's name now, but he had a very tough time. He was being skinned
Sure.
one after the next, and I don't know if that is just because we know Ben White is a good player and he can handle players, so I'm not sure if that is ring rustiness or
Definitely.
whatever. But yeah, he was
Yeah.
poor. So if 5 was his average there, you can't get that. He needs to be below that. So I would probably
Hey.
I would give him a ooh, I'll give him a 4, to be honest. I'll give him a 4. He was really poor. I mean, that guy,
He
I don't
was.
think he won any of his battles in the second half. Yeah, I'll
And
give him a
nothing on
4.
attack. And nothing on
And
attack.
okay, well, fair enough. We were down to, I mean,
To
we were
10.
down to
Yeah.
10 men, but at least I think, like, at least it should actually work in your favor then. Because then your next attacking guy should be closer to you then. If you compress like that. But they were getting behind him the whole time, and he just didn't have an answer. So unfortunately, it's a 4 there. Yeah.
Wolfie, Saliba.
Saliba, he gets a 1. It cost his decision making cost us the whole game. It also put pressure on all the players because now they had to do an extra man's job. It was just poor decision making to pull someone from behind, and he also had a poor game against France because he gave away a penalty
Yeah.
for France. It's another reckless. I don't know if he slid whatever, but in this game
He did slip. He did slip
he
that
slipped.
one.
Yeah.
That
Let's
was,
give him the
yeah.
benefit of the doubt, but this one was a direct pull and unacceptable. I wouldn't have expected that from him. And he also now is putting us under pressure for the next game, so I'll give him a 1. Change it to a 1.
It was
Oh,
always the
wow,
one
yeah.
where Jeremy, you've got Gabriel and Calafiore.
I'll give Gabriel a 5. He did what he needed to do. He wasn't a disaster. I expected more from him at set piece time. But yeah, surprisingly enough, they were. It was normally Saka swings it in, but yeah, it was the corners were going straight to Havertz. So I don't know that when Declan Rice took the kicks from the right
The
hand side.
problem
Yeah.
was, the problem was obviously with those things. We would normally curl them in. They were all curling
Yes.
the other way this week, which was a huge
Exactly. Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Until
So surprising they didn't take someone else there on the other side. But anyway,
Dungus
then
came on.
yeah. Then Calafiori, he also a 5. He didn't do much. He didn't make too many errors either. So yeah, he wasn't. He was just there. He didn't do much in attacking wise either. Yeah, because we were playing with 10 men. So yeah, or average. Both of them were average. Yeah.
Wolfie, you've got Partey.
Party, he didn't do much wrong. He tried his best. Helped the defense. He had to slot in at centre back, slot in at right back, try to get the ball moving forward. He gets an average 5.
You guys are.
Yeah,
I, I,
I thought
I
I
thought
thought
Party was
Part
better than a 5.
I thought he was our
He was
best
better
player in
than a
the
5.
field. Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought he was our
yeah,
best
I'll give him
player.
a 6. I'll lift it up to a 6 then. To a 6.
I was quite excited. That was the disappointing part because we were watching the game in the pub on Saturday, and we were like, "Yes, Party's back," and the guy's turning and he's passing, and then of course we go down to 10 men, and then it's game over. Yeah, no, it's good to have him back this vessel.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
Jeremy and Marino.
Whoa, this is a bit of a tough one. He he's a bit of a concern. I don't think. Apparently, he plays in the 10 for. He played the last 2 games for Spain in the 10. But he was nowhere. I'm gonna give him a 4, and he had. You're talking about Martinelli's shot. He had a shot. While we were still 11 men, and he should have put that away as well. It was. Yeah, he was out of position. He doesn't. I don't know. It looked like we were playing with 3 holdings at the time. And he didn't look at all like he was going to offer anything on attack. It was long balls to. We weren't playing from the back. Well, when we had 11 men, we weren't playing from the back. So it was long balls to Havertz, and nothing came to, when anything came to him. He didn't do anything about it. So yeah, he had a poor game.
Yeah,
Can I
I
just
agree
ask
with.
one question
Yeah,
quickly on that guy? I just want to know, why is the Arsenal supporters, they're so unfair with regards to new players coming in? It's when this guy came, everybody was saying Party's done and Party is going to be on the bench and Party this. The guy played now. Now that people can see the true colors. Party's been playing so well this whole season, and yet we want to put the guy on the bench for Moreno. The guy just came here. We don't even know nothing about this guy. The guy hasn't even played a handful of games for us yet. Yet we are judging Party, and Party's been our best player now the last
good
couple of
point.
games.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
But finally, I think Marino is out of position, so I don't know what's going to happen there. Where they,
I'm not
I,
saying I'm
I
not
don't,
saying Moreno's a bad player, not at
yeah,
all. He's a good player, but he's going
yeah,
to need a lot of time to settle into the team.
of course, of course, of course.
I
Hopefully
think.
not too much time.
Yeah,
Hopefully not
I
too
think
much time.
on that. I think the issue with Party. I think people kind of gave up on him, and I think they were just waiting for the. I'm not saying it's right. I wasn't one of them because I still had high hopes for Party, but I think most people just gave up hope with the injuries. And like you, Roof is right. We don't know anything about Medina. You know what I mean? And he was poor. He couldn't make a pass to save his life. Gavin Fabian's got a
You,
question here. What do you guys think about? Were you happy when you saw the starting midfield
I wasn't
on
happy.
Saturday?
I, was, I
Not at
wasn't
all.
happy.
Listen, I don't
You
I'm
think
know,
a
any
little,
of us were happy, but
you
because of
know
the
when.
injuries.
Sorry,
Go for it, Wolfie.
sorry, sir. You know, I was sitting and watching a game with my family, and one of them had a bet going on, and I told them, guys, when we went down to 10 men, I don't know how you guys felt, but this is the way I felt. I told my family, I told them, we're gonna lose this game, and and they were like, "What kind of supporter are you? You supposed to support your team?"
Was that when we start?
I
Was
said,
that before we started
"What
the
kind
game?
of guy?" Yeah, they questioned my loyalty. Then I said, "Guys, I'm telling you guys now, not many people know Arsenal as well as I do, and I could feel we're going to lose this game. And when the goal went in, I wasn't happy. I just knew that we were never going to win this game because you cannot start a game with 3 holding midfielders. It's impossible. Not against a Bournemouth team. We don't have our captain. We don't have one of our best players on the right, and we start the game with three holding midfielders against a Bournemouth team. That's negative. That's negative. And then it goes on to take off our best player, Sterling.
Yeah.
What
The player that
we
got the
were,
most pace. Yeah.
the player that looked like doing something in the first 30 minutes, Arteta goes and take that guy off. His whole starting 11 was poor. And I
And then
know
he
that
brings
a
on,
lot of people could feel it. You could
and then he
feel
brings
that.
on Kivio. Sure.
Yes,
Kivio,
you could feel that we were going nowhere slowly. There was no way that we could have get back into this game with his mindset. You can't be playing 3 holding midfielders against a team like Bournemouth. I'm sorry. This is not Man City, where it's a bit of a small little compact game and you need to try and win the midfield battles. This is Bournemouth for crying out loud. We need it. Now, the same thing happened against Aston Villa last season where he went off and changed everything. And I don't know why. I don't know
played
why.
habits there.
If we talk about Trossard was played out of position. If Trossard has been playing well behind Havertz and Martinelli on the left, Sterling on the right. I'm telling you guys, you'd have taken this team to the cleaners. But we went all negative.
Martinelli couldn't play a full game, so
I think he was still carrying an injury. Yeah.
So you gotta play. Sterling
Give Waneri a chance. Give Waneri a chance. The guy's ready. I'm telling you now, the guy's ready.
No.
I saw that guy. When he came on, did you see the cameo that he did? He changed everything. Why can't we just take a chance on the guy? Why can't we take a chance on Waneri? I believe that boy's ready.
Sorry, man. You want to put the slide on? He was going to complete the ratings very quickly.
Okay.
No, I think it's too early for him.
I believe that boy's ready.
Okay, so where were we? Marino 4, right?
We have to go to Rice, Warren. That's you.
Okay. Rice, baby. Yeah, there's plenty to talk about the other players. Yeah. Yeah, look, I mean, Rice and Partey I mean, they were quite okay. They were quite they were the best of the bunch. I think Rice slightly lower than Partey. So if Partey was a 6, you would maybe get a 5. Because I thought he was okay. He tried to make runs going forward from deep. I think he was maybe the only one. Eh? Sorry.
I think he's also 6 and he was trying to take the game by the scruff of the neck, and he should do that more where he runs with the ball and carries the ball. I thought he had a very good game.
That's true.
Maybe a 5.5. I just think Partey was one. I mean, he was turning on the ball often, and he was spraying passes, and I was like, damn it, we've got our Partey back here. And you can quickly see, now I've always maintained the unpopular vote that actually Thomas Partey, when he's at his best, he is our best midfielder. And I think he showed that on Saturday. It's a pity. I feel bad for him that the game changed, obviously, once we got down to 10 men, sorry. But yeah, I think Rice was quite okay. I got no complaints against him. I don't think anyone is going to get like 7s and 8s because generally we were pretty poor. Make it a 5.5.
Okay, then we have to go on to Sterling. Warren, that's you again.
Oh my word. Oh, Marcina, give me Sterling. Yeah. Okay, look, I mean, he wasn't the worst.
Warren, let me influence you. Let me just try and manipulate you. I was very impressed in that first thing. He looked like he was falling into the Saka road. He was more attacking. wasn't
Yeah.
getting some shots off. But I must
Okay.
admit, I thought he was probably having his best game. He was getting into the Arsenal game. And then
Yeah,
things changed, of course. So that's me
yeah.
manipulating you. You
Look, I
were gonna give
mean,
him a 5. I'm hoping you pushed up to a six point
unfortunately,
five.
the bar for Sterling is extremely low. So I think I've got a rabbit that can jump higher than that bar. So to say that doesn't carry that much weight. Look, I mean, he wasn't the worst guy. He wasn't the best guy. He's actually the oak we should have held on to once we got to 10. I think Wolfie proved the point earlier that once we went down to 10, we took him off. We had no pace up front. The ball was worked a few times to the front line, but we had Havertz and Trossard.
Did,
Just so happens the
did
two guys that don't have pace. So what happens was the ball just kept coming back. But anyway, yeah, that's
do you
another
You
think
gonna give
bit
him
we?
a
of that.
score? You need to give
Sorry,
him a score, Warren.
yeah,
Give
sorry,
him a
yeah, sorry.
score.
Salim, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look. He wasn't on for long, unfortunately. The guy had to be taken off, but he's still the biggest criticism I can give this guy. He still looks a bit lost for me, even though he was trying. He did squeeze his way through those two defenders, but I don't know
Yeah.
what happened. Nothing happened.
Warren
I don't
is
know what.
talking himself
Um, yeah, I mean,
into a
I'll give
six.
him a no. So 6.5. He wasn't as good as Declan Rice, so I'll give him a
No.
4.5. 4.5.
Oh my word! Okay.
Yeah, I can't give him a 5. I mean,
So you're saying if
okay,
he finished the game, if he got a full game, it could have been a 9.
he could have been a 7, maybe.
Do you
Okay,
think?
Jeremy Havertz.
Oh, what? You. I'm going. I mean, Havertz is the one that is mainly affected by the 10 men.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you noticed. We even when we were 11, we weren't playing from the back. It was just long balls to Havertz trying to get him to stick. Um, that's why I think they played three holding. They weren't going to play from the back. I'll give Havertz a 5 also. I'll give him 5.5 actually, based on the conditions. He didn't have any shots on target. That I can remember. Um, but the other side of the coin is he was 65 million. He's getting paid close to 300 thousand pounds a week. When in tough times, I think he needs to stand up more. He did actually against Southampton, but in more games when the going gets tough and he gets the chance, he needs to put it away if we're gonna do anything this season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wolfie, you want Wolfie foot on Trossard?
Trossard gives it 2. One of my
Yes.
favorite players. One of my
Yeah.
favorite players is highly rated. He looked like he was playing in quicksand, especially with the pass that he gave to Saliba, and he was just going nowhere slowly. And I don't know, he was out of sorts. He had such a good game for his country, but it was a really really poor performance. 2, he gets a 2.
Yeah. Can't
Jeremy
complain.
Jesus. Remember we
This is what I was talking about earlier. If I had to, in obviously in retrospect now, but I would have played Trossard in place of Marina. I would have started Jesus on the right and Sterling on the left. That's how I would have started.
That's a
He
good.
actually didn't actually look too
Good.
bad when he came on.
you look
We
energized, I
actually,
thought.
yeah, he did. Yeah, we're gonna need this guy, especially when it's make or break, and we need to break down defenses. We're
True.
gonna need this guy. So he looked like he was close to his normal self. So I'm gonna give him a 5.5. I thought he didn't do too badly when he came on.
Yeah.
That
No,
front
we're gonna
lineup
need
of
to back this
Jesus,
guy.
Martinelli, and Waneri looked very like they were inventive. They were trying to get back into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
But
Okay,
San
Warren
Martinelli missed me.
Martinelli.
Yeah, so I think you guys made a good point now. The minute we started bringing like Jesus and Martinelli and Maneri, we had creativity and we had pace. So suddenly Bournemouth started taking 10 steps further back, and that took us further up the field. That allowed us to have a bit more ball in position. We could swing it about a little bit more. We didn't do much with it, though. That's the problem. That's the lack of
Mm.
quality. Martinelli, so Okay, Jesus got a 5.5 there. I can't give him a 5 because he wasn't on the whole game. I'm gonna have to knock him down to a 4 from a 5 because of that miss. I mean, oh my god, he's our go-to in that team that day, in that moment. He's our go-to guy. We're banking on him, and he couldn't bail
He
us
sco-
out of jail.
he
Yeah.
scores that we win again. He
He
scores that we
scores
win
it.
again.
Yeah.
He scores, and we shut up shop, and we'll deal with it from
Yeah,
there, and we'll suddenly
yeah.
switch on again. We'll win the game 1-0. But yeah, that was a bad miswin. This is why, for me, I still say that position is the most critical for me because none of the players that play out there, Trossard, Martinelli, Jesus, Sterling, none of them are good enough on that side. We need to buy a
Funny enough,
deep-sided attacker.
if Trossard had that shot chance, he would have scored it.
There we go. Yeah, that's
That's
unfortunate.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
true. That's true. Anyway, a 4 for me.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Gavin has joined us. Is just joining us quickly.
Okay.
A bit late. I want to see what Gavin's thoughts are on Waneri and Kiwior. Hi, Gavin.
Yeah.
Can you hear
Hi,
us?
Gavin.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
Made it.
Gavin.
Listen, I'm
How's it?
sorry I had all the technical
Gavin.
flicking problems. But anyway, I'm here. I'm sorry I'm late, but I'm here. What was the question? What
Cool.
do I think of who?
We are gonna throw you into the deep end. Yeah, so there's no dipping your toe in the water
You're
first.
throwing me in the
Can you
deep end. Under the bus and
give
in the
us
deep end. I know. Okay.
yeah, give us a score for performances of Nwaneri and Kiwior. Kiwior obviously got a lot more game. Nwaneri came on quite late.
Well,
But yeah, I'm hoping that you
exactly.
being joining the show late will not be influenced by these guys who have been very stingy with their marks tonight.
So, Camille, what do you want the score for the last game, for the game on Saturday, on
For the
Sunday?
game on
No,
Sunday.
no,
for the game
your
on
player
Saturday.
ratings. Player ratings.
You'll be lucky if he gets a 3 after that back pass that led to the goal. You know, I mean, what a great assist! But that doesn't help if you actually, giving it to the opposition. So I would say a 3. And I haven't seen enough of it's. Who did you mention? Muriel.
Ethan Waneri, the 17-year-old.
Waneri.
Yeah,
Man,
who hasn't had a lot of game time. He hasn't had a lot of game time.
Yeah, it's hard to make an evaluation, and again, he hasn't had game time, and he came on. We're talking about someone who came on in a situation that was as Arteta has described, an impossible situation. I don't know why he thinks. Sorry.
I said it was 2-0 when he came on, yes. When Neri came on.
Oh, okay.
It was really.
Yeah, then I don't know what game you're talking about. Sorry. I'm confused.
No, we're talking about the Bournemouth game. The game we came on after we had gone 2 down already.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's what I mean. That's what I was referring to. It was already 2-0, but Arteta said, I mean, and we all know that it was an impossible situation, even against Bournemouth, with 10 men. So he was thrown in the deep end just like I am now. And I think it's hard to make an assessment. So can I pass?
You're welcome to pass. Anybody else want to give him a score?
I will look. When the guy came on, he was lively. He was energetic. He looked like he tried. He was trying. He was up and down. He was trying to move forward, pushing forward. It was an impossible task, but I do believe this boy's got something special in him. He's a bit. It reminds me a lot of. He's got something of Saka in him, but he's also got elements from a lot of other players. I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a 5. I saw enough to give him a 5.
Yeah. Good
And the
one.
manager?
Guys, do you think that we're not performing? We can perform better with 10 men. Are we a bit weak? Or are we just? I mean, the 3 games that we played with 10. Do you think we're playing under par with 10 men?
Yeah.
Can
That
I
probably
ask?
got-
But I do want us to consider the fact that perhaps the time we lose out our players quite early in the game. So do you think that maybe, Jeremy, that impacts how well we do with the 10? And considering
I don't
that the
know.
110 was at the Etihad, against the best team, arguably the
I
best team in
mean,
Europe.
the retrospect is always a perfect science. I didn't think that we needed to take off Sterling. I thought we could have just played with three at the back and then play with with or five at the back and then play with wing backs. I thought it was very negative, but I mean, as I said, it's retrospect, so I thought we were too cautious there. Oh, that's just my opinion about it. It is
Yeah.
risky. We could open ourselves up, but yeah, because
Do
Kivio
you think
didn't
that?
make much difference. Kivio didn't do any didn't make
Yeah.
any difference in it.
Do you think the
So I
manager
don't know.
made a couple of poor decisions in his substitutions?
Oh,
Do you think that's the manager's fault, Wolfie?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, look, it's like I said, he started off a bit negative, and it got even worse when we went down to 10 men because it felt for me like we played against City, taking off an
yeah,
attacker, bringing on a defender. I mean, if you have that mindset in the first half, you you're not thinking about winning the game. I thought of a game against Liverpool where we beat Liverpool 2-1 with 10 men or 9 men. We used to beat teams 9 and 10 men coming from behind or holding on to victories. All those, it's a mindset thing at the end of the day. You need to look, we lost the game 2-0.
yeah.
Now, hindsight is a incredible thing. Why didn't we just stay till half time, analyze, try to push to get an equalizer, and then take it from in the second half? This is Bournemouth, for crying out loud. This is not Liverpool or
Yeah.
Man City. We have to try and be more brave. It's no use you
Yeah.
lose
That's what
a game being
definitely.
negative. Be brave and lose negative. We could have drew the game. We could have won the game. I mean, we are the football club, for crying out loud.
Because the irony is that he took off
It's
Kivio at the
poor.
end in any case. In any
It's
case,
poor.
he took him off.
And for
Shame, man.
I'm
It
sorry,
must
but
be one
Kivio is
of
just
it
not
must
good
be
enough.
one of the worst feelings being the substitute to get
I
substituted.
felt bad for
He's
Kivio. I
just
really did. I
he's
felt bad for him.
just not good enough. I'm telling you now. The guy's not good enough for Arsenal Football Club. He's one of the weakest links in that whole squad, and I want him gone. I want him gone in January. I'm sorry,
talking
he's just
about
not
Didn't
good
you think that
enough.
Wolfie, didn't you think that last season there was a period of games where we had no one else there, and he had a run of consistent
did.
games, and he did.
At the
I
position
thought he
now.
did so well. I thought he did so well for us. People didn't sing his praises,
Yeah.
but he was so solid. And maybe he's
Yeah.
just being, he just needs one of those players that needs consistent.
All what I'm saying is, I'm nervous for the weekend. If I'm going to see the guy on the pitch, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm nervous. You're
Then
going
you're
to get
gonna
Salah
understand
playing
this,
on. If you're going to push the guy to the left, if you're going to push the guy to left back, you're going to get Salah playing against a guy running at him. What's going to happen to the guy? Another red card.
Yeah.
Come on,
What
man.
score?
We
What
don't
score
need-
will you give? What score will you guys give Arteta for Saturday? Let's get real here. What
I'm
would you
going to give
score
the guy a
Arteta?
3. I'll give the guy a 3 for his negative attitude. You got to call it out. As when Arteta is good, we say he's good.
Yeah.
This
Does
game, he was totally poor. I'm sorry.
anybody want to
Yeah.
challenge Wolfie's
Any
3?
challenges?
I'll challenge it
Look,
to
I
a
mean,
2.
Two.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's getting worse here. It's getting worse. Gavin.
I mean,
Yeah,
the thing is, guys, how can you go from an Arteta that's up until this point, okay, people have been praising him, and then but every single time that we lose a player, and listen, believe in me at this level, when you're going down to 10 men, whether you're playing Bournemouth or it doesn't matter who you're playing. Obviously, the tactics change. Against Man City, they had to just close shop and literally put a tank there, not even a bus. But at the end of the day, it really is not that easy, and that's why these kind of decisions they're diabolical for any manager. So I don't know. I think you're right. Who was it who said that they felt that the game was negative rather than bringing on a defender? They should have rather got a goal back, or something of that nature. That would have changed the game dramatically. And then we must also remember that there were misses from players that just weren't doing what they should be doing. Like Martinelli's miss is unforgivable at that level.
Yeah.
So the manager, to a degree, yeah, he played negative when he should have played positive, but there were lots of circumstances that were against him. So it was an average game for him. So I would give him a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, Marino also had a bad miss in that first half. I think Jeremy said.
Mm.
I actually think that was a
Yeah,
worse miss than the
Yes.
Martinelli one. He was like 6 yards
yeah,
out, and
you're right.
I thought, how's this guy missing that? I mean, oh my goodness.
Mm.
So we
And that
can't
was
miss those kind of
yeah,
opportunities, especially when
Yeah.
you're in the circumstances like there were. But even if it wasn't those circumstances, I mean, those are chances that a Premier League winning team needs to bury. There's no ways you can go back and say, oh well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was my
Yeah,
wrong
but
foot.
look,
Or what?
yeah, but look at
Yeah.
the end of the day. At the end of the day, we had 2 chances against a Bournemouth team. That's poor. That's poor.
And
We didn't create
and
enough chances to win this game.
exactly.
Yeah, look, you're gonna miss chances. Yeah, you can have one chance in the game, you can score the chance. But we're gonna create chances. But we created 2 little chances, and the team selection before the red card was very negative against a team like Bournemouth. You don't go playing 3
Okay.
defensive midfielders, and that nullified. We talk about habits. He couldn't get service. Trossard couldn't get service. He ended up passing backwards.
Yeah.
For me, it's just that the mindset of going into a game like this was poor.
Okay.
yeah.
Guys, I think we obviously in a bad frame of mind. Warren, just to break the ice,
Very bad.
we are going
Yeah.
to we are going to bring back. We have decided to bring back with you guys as the guinea pigs, the quiz, the weekly quiz, to see how well you know your beloved Arsenal. So, Warren, you
Sure.
go ahead and you take the quiz. You
Okay,
run with
yeah.
it.
Well, I mean, it's not too difficult. There's nothing from 1921 or anything. So, all right,
My
in the
favorite year.
Emirates,
My
yeah,
favorite year.
Emirates Stadium era in a competitive match. So no friendlies or testimonials. So who was the first Arsenal player to be sent off at the Emirates Stadium at the competitive
Warren, do you want
match?
to change the
D.
question, please,
It was
man?
D. D.
Let me see. This is
Could
2007,
be D. Could be
2008.
D.
Okay, Wolfie, would you say?
D.
D for Gilberto Silva.
Yeah,
Jeremy, who are
definitely.
you going with?
I'm going with A. Sandros.
Okay, and Gavin, would you say?
Gilberto Silva, D.
So 2 D's and an A. All right.
And the answer, are there a couple of guesses
There's
there
a
in
couple
the,
of states guessing Senderos. All right.
and
Who
the
else
answer
is there?
is A.
Senderos. Yeah, well done. Hey.
Yes.
Really?
Well done, buddy.
Nice. He's got it
I
spot
do
on. Yeah.
remember
Spot on.
everything central.
Yes.
Spot
I think
on.
Okay,
Yeah.
question
Gilberto
number
was,
2.
was sent for a few times. That's why I thought it might have been him.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he was. Yeah. Okay. Question 2. There's only 3 questions, so it won't be long. All right. So Arsenal. So obviously we got Inter Milan in the Champions League group.
Sure.
We also play them at San Siro. Remember, we in 2003 we famously beat him 5-1. Henri got 2. Lumberg got another. Who were the other 2 late goals? Is it A. Bergkamp and Vieira? Is it B. Vieira and Perez? Is it C. Perez and Edu? Is it D. Edu and Cole?
Sure.
Who wants to guess first?
Late goals. Cole would have started.
Sorry.
I'll
Okay,
say,
Didn't
I'll say C. Perez and Edu.
Okay,
Sorry?
Jeremy's going C. Jeremy says C. Wolfie, who are you going with?
Thierry Henry score hat trick? Was 2 goals? Didn't he score hat trick?
He
Yes,
scored
sure.
2, yeah. So who was the other 2 scorers in that game?
You see the Vieira, Bergkamp and Vieira and Perez, they will all started the game, and Edu would have come as a sub because it's late goals. So that's why I
I'll
would
go-
figure it out to choose this C.
Okay,
I'll
C
go
for
with
Jeremy. Wolfie,
D. I'll go D. Edu and Cole.
Eddie and Ashley Cole. Gavin, who do you go for?
Perez and Edu. I'm guessing.
But
Though.
he's
To be honest.
C, okay. All right.
And the
Yeah, these are
answer
a tricky.
is,
These are a
and
tricky.
the answer is C.
Yeah.
See,
Perez and Edu.
Yeah, what a good guess.
It is 2 late goals in the last 7 minutes or something to really cap it off.
Yeah.
No, that was a
I know it
memorable
is
game.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number
Um,
3.
Yeah. So
Raya.
which
Raya's
which
got
player
number
wears
D.
number
D.
22 for the team? Is it
Raya,
Jorginho,
22.
Merino, Tomiyasu, or Raya?
Raya, man.
D.
D.
It's rare, man. Rare.
D.
David, okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm 100%
They
sure.
have to, Warren, next time they have to write it down.
Yes, I can see it now. The black jersey with 22 on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give the answer. There we go, David Raya. Yeah, you're right. Spot on. That was that was an easy one then. I thought it'd be more difficult to be honest. I didn't know. Okay, fixtures coming up this weekend. Yeah, just a FYI, there is maybe it's a good thing, guys, that we got a game tomorrow night, Champions League, just to get that Saturday out of our system, so that we can go again this weekend. Fixtures. Obviously, the standout one is our game. The Sunday is 6:30. Earlier that day, West Ham versus Man United. That should be tasty. Chelsea at home to Newcastle should be tasty. Come on, Palace. Palace at home to Spurs. Let's shut the bloody
Yeah, no.
spuds up.
Didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Villa at home to
And
Bournemouth. Okay, FYI, if Villa beat Bournemouth at home, then they will
They
go
go
above
above
us
us.
in the third. So I'm just saying, by the time we play Liverpool, pressure will be cranked up even more. Yeah. And it's not Man City.
Man City versus
I mean,
Southampton, my God.
That's a tough game, man. That's a tough game, man, for them.
Which one?
yeah.
Really?
You better make
right.
Haaland triple captain.
Hey,
You know, I knew they're
Triple
gonna score in the last in the extra time. You know, I knew
Yeah,
for a fact they're gonna do it.
no, none of you knew. You just thought it's Man City.
yeah. Yeah.
And
True.
did any of you see the goal? Apparently, there was some controversy in the goal. There was a player offside that was interfering with the sight of the keeper. Or, I don't know.
I
what
heard about
happened.
that. I didn't see it. I heard there was some, I don't know, controversy. Did any of you guys see it, Gavin, Wolfie? No.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of controversy, but yeah, it's City, so we have to give it to them. Yeah.
Well,
Warren,
that's,
there's a lot
Sorry?
of thoughts. There are lots of thoughts on the lineup
Sure.
for Sunday's game.
Okay, well, let's just get the obvious one out of the way. I mean, if we have to choose our back four right now, who would you go for? Who would be right back? Who would you play at right back? Let's just get straight into it.
No, we play.
gets you vote?
It will be White and Calafiori and Timber and Gabriel.
Is Timber
Okay,
available?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
will,
Timber
he will be
available?
available. Yeah. I think he will be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's-
He will be. Yeah.
Well, that's a good goal. Yeah. Is
Would you change anything to that?
That would be the perfect
I think
case.
that's the right back forward. There's no question.
Timber.
For me, I think obviously with no Saliba, and if Timber's available, then that seems like the logical back four.
You would have Timber
Which isn't
as
too bad,
your centre back or as a right
Yeah.
back.
I'll
Or
rather
left
play
back.
him than White.
Stay suggesting you have Gabriel and White as your centre back pairing with Timber on the
Yes.
right and Calafiori on the left.
Yes.
Mm, that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one.
So Calafiori is gonna have to cover Salah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Calafiori's good, man. That guy's good. I got faith in him.
Yeah, he's class. He's such a class
He's
player.
He's class. Right back. I don't know about Ben White centre back though. That's the only thing that bothers me though. That bugs me a bit. I don't know.
Timber's
Yeah.
a better distributor. I'll play him as a centre back. He is a centre back. He is a centre back. Timber.
Yes.
He's a natural
A
centre back.
right-sided centre back. A right-sided centre back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That is the best. Yeah.
And then what about another?
Someone
key-
is
Oh, sorry.
Stay is also suggesting. Won't be surprised if Arteta plays Partey on the right back against
Oh
Liverpool.
no! Please don't.
No.
do that.
Fuck it, no, man.
No.
Maybe
Any-
maybe
No,
they
that
could
has
do
never ever worked. That has never ever worked, and I don't. And we must try it again. And honestly, then I don't know. It has never ever worked with Party at right back.
because
He's
you
only
can't
done it
It never
interrupt.
once.
worked against
He's only
Southampton.
done it once. He's only done
No,
it
the
once.
beginning of last season.
No.
The beginning of last season.
Okay.
When Gab,
That experiment is an ongoing experiment.
That
No
fails
ways.
every time.
when Gabriel wanted to go to Saudi,
No.
then he played in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that didn't work.
here we go.
Who do we play on our? Okay, let's just for argument's sake. Okay, let's hope it's not. But let's just say Saka is still not available to start
Ooh,
the
you
game,
think?
and maybe he's only ready to come on as a sub. Who would be your two wide men, left and right?
I'll play
Who do you go for?
Martinelli and Jesus. That's
Yes,
what
I
I
don't know. I'd rather start with Trossard, to be honest.
No, I'll play
Trossard
Trossard in the
and?
10.
Trossard and
No,
Gavin.
I'll play
Um,
Trossard in the 10.
Me too. Yeah.
Wolfie,
So
I'd
Wolfie
play
would-
Martinelli and Sterling. Martinelli and Sterling. I like Sterling. He looks like he's getting into the Arsenal way of things. I think he's got something to prove against his old club also. So yeah,
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would
Yeah, okay,
I'd play
okay,
Sterling
okay.
on the right.
would anybody
okay,
start
maybe.
Nwaneri? Would anybody start Nwaneri? You guys were all.
can't,
You guys were the
can't
ones
do
that said, "Why doesn't
I
Arteta
would-
start this boy?"
It's either between
Not in a game like
Trossard
this.
or Waneri. I would play Waneri. You know why? We did the same thing when we had Smith Rowe. When our captain was out, we were doom and gloom. We were in the relegation zone, and Chelsea came up. And what happened? Smith Rowe was our man of the match. We beat
Yes.
Chelsea.
We can't play
Whenever
Smith Rowe,
you-
unfortunately, Wolfie.
Whenever I hear Smith Rowe, then
Would you?
I just cringe.
I want,
But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I'm saying Waneri. Somehow we've got to give the lad a chance here, man.
so why not?
That's
this
a
game?
game.
He looks up for it. He looks up for the challenge, man. Give the lad a chance.
He's not. He doesn't look like the kind of player who would worry that it's Liverpool that he's facing.
Yes, it's
So
true.
why would none
Give
of
a
you
guy a
give him
chance, man.
Where would
I would
you
give him a
start?
chance. I would
yeah.
I would give him a
There's
chance.
no way. We all know Arteta. There's no way he's going to start. There's no way he's going to start one.
I
What
don't
about
care
trying him?
I don't
What
care
about
about
trying him in the
Arteta.
number 10 position?
I'm talking about
how
the managers here on screen at the moment.
Okay.
Jeremy the
No,
Gula,
but-
Gavin,
I
Wolfie.
don't think we've seen enough of him to say just give him a chance to start. We haven't seen enough. Seriously, I think that'll be, he makes a good sub because he comes on with the energy and he's also not scared and he gets stuck into the game.
Nothing
But
to lose, yeah.
but to start, I think it's going to be too much pressure for the kid.
Yeah.
You know,
We can break him
Yeah,
down.
look.
We can break him.
Yeah, look, Trossard will have to play as the number 10 and with the two defenders, defensives. Rice at number 6 and what's his name, Party at
Yeah.
8, and then Trossard at 10, and then number 9 Havertz, and then your two wide men.
habits.
Yeah.
Your two
So,
wide men,
so-
Sterling on the right and Martinelli on the left.
So is it a toss of the coin between Jesus and Sterling on the right then? Between the two
But
of
I
them?
actually agree with Wolfie there. He'll want to prove something against his old club. Yeah. So I'll play him.
Sterling, I don't know. I've got,
I-
Look,
Well,
I worry about that.
you know,
I would
I
say
would
that
start
Sterling
Jesus
is-
now.
I would say that
You
would
Sterling
start
looks like,
Jesus.
like he's finally getting the game.
Yes, we need to give him a chance. Sir.
I think I'd start. Yeah, I agree with you. I'd rather start with Jesus. Sterling. I mean, I was even surprised that he was even bought. What does Arteta see in him? Really, there must be something happening in the training ground.
He knows the systems.
That's
He knows the systems.
oh my word.
Yeah.
And he looks almost
Maybe,
lost
but-
play on the field. He looks completely lost. I don't know.
But we
I
can,
mean,
we can say
he's
the
not
same
making
about
the impact.
Jesus.
You know what I
Jesus is just as good.
Walla.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
when
let's-
Jesus
Leave,
gets the
leave the
ball,
guy's ass,
something-
man. Leave the guy's ass alone.
Okay, let's go for predictions.
yeah, there's two
Tomorrow's
predictions.
champion. We've got tomorrow's Champions League game
And
against
Liverpool.
Shakhtar. and then Sunday's game against Liverpool. Let's get some scores on the road. Jeremy, do you want to kick? You want to take us off for tomorrow?
Prediction 3-1.
But just give me a second. I'm just gonna put the screen up. There we go. My apologies.
Oh,
Shakhtar.
Yeah,
Are we home?
We are home in
Yeah,
both games,
yeah.
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 Oh, that's good. That's lovely.
Does Liverpool go play away?
Ooh, I don't
I
know.
must check it out.
I don't know.
I must check.
Jeremy
They're
scoreline. This is Shakhtar at home.
3-1. 3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
Wolfie.
3, Arsenal 3, Shakhtar 0. Saliba will redeem himself.
You better. I'm going to be more cautious and go 2. I reckon 2.
2-0.
2-0 Arsenal. Yes.
Warren.
I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay, Warren is even more cautious.
I think
I
they're
will
going to score.
I will follow Jeremy's lead. No, wait. I'm gonna go more enthusiastic
Oh
No,
my
no.
goodness.
because Ethan is gonna get a game and he's gonna get a half and he's gonna score 2 for us.
Ooh, you think.
Okay.
Oh my word.
Okay.
Jesus is gonna fall over his feet, man.
Ola's gonna come do it for us.
Oh,
Jeremy, now we're gonna test.
4-1. 4-1.
Ooh!
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool forward.
Now
Get in there.
Jeremy came to play. Jeremy came
Get
to
in
play.
there.
Wolfie's gonna look at the lineup and tell his family some bad news again. But Wolfie, what's gonna be your prediction for Sunday? It's the holy day. It's the Sabbath.
Not one. Look,
Except yours.
I'm going to go 2, Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1.
Oh, I like it.
Arsenal 2.
Gavin?
Let's get it.
This is the thing. I think it's a toss-up between. I mean, what would Arne Slot do? Would he come to the Emirates and play an open game, or would he play a very defensive game? And I think it's probably he's going to probably try and come at us. So in that, I would say there's going to be a high-scoring game, and I would go for 4-2 Arsenal.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. Warren?
Yeah. This is gonna be almost like a chess match. You almost don't know how Liverpool's gonna approach us, how we gonna approach it as well. It's not always that we say that about Arteta, but a response is required here. So I think there's gonna.
True.
I'm gonna go 2-2. 2-2.
Ooh. It's not going to be a good result for me.
2-2.
Yeah. I'm worried about our defense, man. It's just not lack of concentration at times is a bit too. Morgan, what are you saying? 3.
I'm gonna go
what's it?
for a 3-2. I think it's gonna be. I think like Gavin says, Liverpool's gonna come at us. They know we're gonna have half of our our formidable central defense not there. He knows that we've got injuries. Saka's gonna maybe just come back from injury, and he's gonna come at us. So lots of goals, but I think we're gonna be strong enough to see them off. Yeah.
I think we also do Gabriel's set piece goal or so. That's
Hey, I love those goals, man. They are things. I watched the goal against Man City over and over and over again. It is such a thing of beauty. Kyle Walker is still in therapy for abandonment issues. That's how bad he felt when
because he was stepping in before.
It was like he left him standing and looking at. Yeah, it was a thing of beauty. I love that goal so much.
Did it not hurt a little bit more when Bournemouth scored a corner? I felt a bit
I
nauseous.
I was about to say that was a thing of beauty, but what was the thing of extreme pain was watching Bournemouth do it to us.
I couldn't
Because
believe it.
because credit where it's due, it was a great set piece, and
Yeah,
how we just
yeah.
didn't see it coming. I don't know. It was horrible, but it was a good goal. But
That's just, Saliba would have blocked that ball.
Saliba would have
Yeah,
been there.
maybe.
Saliba would have been there.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think we've reached the end of our chat tonight. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, we'll try to get more content out on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, please. Tell your friends about it. Arsenal Cape Town. We're trying to get this thing going again. Hopefully, some
Oh,
more
shit.
guests as well.
So
Yeah.
Liverpool is playing away as well in Germany. So at least that's
Yes.
Oh, yes,
that's why
but
we're playing on.
Yeah.
That's why we're
Liverpool
playing on
playing
Sunday also.
Germany.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's-
Yeah, they're playing against Leipzig. Oh, yeah, okay. That's not an
That's
easy
right.
game.
Just
No.
a few
No,
last.
but there's going to be pressure on them. There's going to be pressure on them traveling. So
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
a last few
I'm
comments
looking
from.
forward.
Yeah. Just the last few comments. Neil agrees with me that Ethan must start. I
The
think
Champions
there's
League
a,
game.
yeah, there's
Sure.
a small chance that Saka could feature. So yeah,
You will.
and I'm not sure what a Saliba header. I think that's how Saliba would have stopped the Bournemouth corner.
We'll stop the corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll stop
Yeah.
with Thanks, guys. Yeah, let's
Thanks, guys.
we'll keep this going. Thanks for coming on, and yeah,
Hey,
let's
Gunas.
hope for
Yeah.
better result tomorrow
Yes,
night.
guys.
Come on, you Gunas.
Get in there.
Sorry, I was
Gunas.
late.
Get in there.
Shot, Gavin. Cheers,
Cheers,
thanks.
I'll
guys.
test my gear
Cheers,
beforehand. Bye bye.
Cool. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
See you guys. Have a good
Bye-bye.
weekend. There's a bit of music to see us off.